Everyone, I am Hippolyte and I will introduce you this TEDx talk with the main topic SDG number 13 about the biodiversity and how humans can do better to save our planet. To begin, let me tell you a story that happened to me and my friends and might have happened to you. So, while my friends and I had planned our entire mountain weekend, like the car, the place we are going, how we'll go, the food, etc., we realized at the last minute that we were missing one essential thing, our tent. So we proceed to find the last minute solution to avoid cancelling our hiking weekend. Like many of you would we went to the nearest and cheapest store, which in this case was Decathlon. In this store, we found, of course, our tent, but we added to our shopping cart some few comfort items we found and we think we would need during this trip. The problem happened when we, at the end of the shopping, we left the store with 300 euros worth of articles for 3 people. So it was really cheap, and that's why we are here to talk about Decathlon, and this is our problematic. How does Decathlon manage to produce its products at such low prices, and did they respect their environmental pledge? To start, I will introduce you Decathlon more formally. So Decathlon is a French brand that has grown to make sports accessible to everyone. Decathlon was founded in 1976 by Michel Leclerc in Lille. Since then, the company has expanded to 50 countries with more than 1,700 stores in the world. Nowadays, Decathlon is one of the biggest sport retailers with a turnover of 18 billion and around 19,000 employees in the world. They offer a huge variety of products with 50,000 products, all aimed at making sport affordable for all. One of the most important things in Decathlon are those values of them. The first value is the passion of sports. The second one is the responsibility of their products and of their brand. The team spirit is also something really important. So in team spirit, we can also live together. And the last one is the respect for biodiversity. For Decathlon, these values aren't just words, they are seen in their action. Decathlon is strongly committed to sustainability. About 40% of their products are eco-friendly and they aim to be 100% of them by 2030. They also support a circular economy, encouraging product reuse and repair. Additionally, Decathlon has set a goal to reduce carbon emissions by 50%. Now, I will let Elise present you how Decathlon is working and what they are doing in the fact to save our planet.
Decathlon, as a company committed to the environment, is fully aligned with the fight against climate change in line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 13, climate action. As a major player in the sports sector, Decathlon is taking concrete measures to reduce its environmental impact by raising customer awareness, adapting its production processes, and innovating in the eco-design of its products. One of Decathlon's most visible initiatives is the EcoScore on clothing, a label that helps guide customers towards more responsible choices. The aim of the EcoScore is to encourage people to reflect on the environmental impact of the products they buy. The goal is to empower individuals to become agents of change, understanding that every purchasing decision has environmental repercussions, especially in terms of CO2 emissions and the use of natural resources. This initiative could potentially have a broader impact. By raising public awareness, the EcoScore paves the way for stricter regulations at the national or even European level. In the future, we may see the establishment of mandatory environmental standards across the entire textile industry, pushing companies to adopt more sustainable practices. This shift could transform the way products are manufactured and marketed, making ecological transparency a key element of public policy in Europe. A significant portion of Decathlon's environmental impact comes from the sourcing of raw materials, which account for about 75% of its total emissions. To address this, the company is focusing on using more sustainable and responsible materials. Naturally, this may lead to higher prices, as producing in a more ethical and environmentally friendly manner involves greater costs. However, this approach is essential to offering low impact products while ensuring greater transparency in their production. Decathlon has also committed to addressing a specific issue in the sport industry: the massive waste associated with tents used at festivals. Today, around 80% of tents used at this event are discarded just after one use. To combat this, Decathlon has launched initiatives such as tent rentals and the design of more durable and reusable models, encouraging consumers to adopt more responsible behavior. Finally, Decathlon seeks to educate consumers about the importance of the composition of their sports gear. While sports themselves may seem eco-friendly, it's crucial to consider the environmental footprint of the equipment. Decathlon now allows customers to use the environmental history of their product, enabling them to make informed decisions. It is important to recognize that responsibility is shared. Consumers, brands, and government must work together to reduce the impact of climate change. Decathlon strives to play its part by innovating and educating, but only through collective action can really change the.
In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, while many of us become more mindful of our travel, our daily routines, and the choice we make in our personal lives, there remains a significant challenge: our consumption. Despite all the progress we made in other areas, the way we consume and the product we buy are still at the heart of the environmental crisis. The reality is we, as consumers, need to change. But it's not just on us. Businesses, particularly retailers like Decathlon, need to step up and lead the way. They must offer us products that are not only affordable and meet our needs, but that are also sustainable, durable, and eco-friendly. Decathlon has shown that it's possible to strike this balance, producing high quality, accessible products while simultaneously reducing their environmental impact. But for you, is that really enough? We, the consumers, must be vocal about what we want. It's just not about reducing plastic bags or choosing to cycle instead of drive. It's about fundamentally reshaping the relationship between production, consumption, and sustainability. We are at a pivotal moment where consumer demand is shifting. People are no longer content with products that come at the cost of our planet. And businesses, in turn, are recognizing the immense potential of sustainable practices, not only from an ethical perspective, but also from an economic one. Sustainable production can lead to a long-term profitability, create new market opportunities, and strengthen customer loyalty. Companies like Decathlon are proof that sustainability and businesses' success can go hand in hand. But more companies need to follow this example. It's not enough for just one or two industry leaders to pave the way. We need a systemic change. All businesses must take responsibility for their environmental footprint, whether it's sourcing raw materials more sustainably, reducing waste in production, or designing products that are easier to recycle. There are countless opportunities for improvement. Together, we can create a future where production does not have to come at the expense of the environment. It's time to embrace innovation, to prioritize sustainability, and to lead by example. The question is, who will be the next company to step up? Who will change the movement for a greener and more responsible world. We are waiting for you. Thank you.